You know that feeling when someone says all the right things, but somehow you still leave the conversation feeling smaller? No insults, no shouting, nothing obvious enough to point at and say, that was disrespect. But your gut keeps telling you something isn't right. The truth is, disrespect rarely announces itself. The kind that hurts the most is usually silent. It hides in small moments that seem harmless on their own, but together they reveal exactly how someone sees you. Here are 7 signs you shouldn't ignore. 1. They constantly interrupt you. You're in the middle of saying something that actually matters to you, and before you've even finished, they're already talking over you. Once, it happens. Twice, maybe they're excited. But every conversation, eventually, you stop trying to finish your thoughts. And the strange part is, they don't even notice you've gone quiet. That's not just a communication habit. It's a signal that, in their mind, their voice carries more weight than yours. 2. They only remember you when they need something. Weeks go by without a single message. Then suddenly your phone lights up. They're friendly. They ask how you've been. They sound genuinely happy to hear from you. And a few minutes later, they need a favor. For a moment it feels nice to be remembered. Then you realize they didn't miss you. They missed what you could do for them. 3. They seem friendly, but never genuinely interested. Some people are incredibly polite. They smile. They compliment you. They laugh at your jokes. But if you pay attention, they almost never ask about your life. Their eyes wander while you're talking. They wait for their turn instead of listening. Friendliness isn't the same as respect, and kindness without curiosity often becomes nothing more than a performance. 4. They hide disrespect behind jokes. You can't even do that? Relax. I'm just kidding. We've all heard it. The joke lands at your expense. And the second you react, you're suddenly the problem for being too sensitive. Here's what's actually happening. Some people don't use jokes to make people laugh. They use jokes to see how much disrespect you'll tolerate before you finally push back. The scary part isn't that they disrespect you. It's that they first check whether you'll notice. 5. Your boundaries never seem to matter. You clearly say you're uncomfortable with something. They apologize. A week later, they do it again. Not because they forgot, because somewhere along the way, they learned there would be no consequences. People pay attention to boundaries they believe actually exist. 6. They change depending on who's watching. When you're alone together, they're warm, supportive, interested. But the second other people are around, they become distant, distracted. Sometimes they even make you the punchline. That sudden change tells you something important. Their treatment of you depends more on the audience than on the relationship. 7. They make you feel optional. This one is the quietest. Plans happen without you. Important decisions get made without asking your opinion. You're invited only after everyone else. Nobody openly rejects you. You just slowly realize your presence doesn't really change anything. Respect isn't only about how people treat you when you're there. It's also about whether they think of you when you're not. Why does this happen? Most of the time, it isn't some evil master plan. It's usually much simpler. People often treat others the way they've learned they're allowed to. If you've never enforced a boundary, some people will naturally keep pushing until they find one. Others do it because making someone else feel smaller gives them a sense of control they don't have in other parts of their life. This isn't always about hate. It's about who someone has quietly decided deserves their respect and who doesn't. But don't make the mistake of turning every awkward interaction into proof that someone secretly dislikes you. Everyone gets distracted. Everyone has stressful weeks. Everyone fails people sometimes. Don't judge isolated moments. Judge repeated patterns, because patterns reveal priorities. Real respect doesn't disappear the moment it's inconvenient. Fake politeness eventually does. The people who truly value you won't make you question where you stand with them over and over again. Sometimes the clearest form of disrespect isn't what someone says. It's how consistently they make you feel invisible. If this video made you see someone, or even yourself, a little differently, let me know which sign stood out the most. And if you enjoy psychology, and human behavior, subscribe for more videos like this.